All right, so we're diving into phone calls in English today.
Okay.
And we've got this guide, which is awesome.
Yeah.
It's got all these like key phrases.
Hmm.
But I think what's cool is we can like dig even deeper.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like it's one thing to know the words,
Yeah,
but it's another to like really get how to use them right.
absolutely. And it's so interesting how different it is from talking in person,
Oh, but totally.
Like face to face, we use like all this body language, all those little
Um,
facial expressions and stuff.
Yeah,
But on the phone, it's like your voice has to do all the work.
it's true.
Your tone, how fast or slow you talk, and like every single word you choose.
Right.
Those are like your tools for connecting with the other person.
And getting your point across.
Exactly.
That's so true. It's
Yeah.
like a whole different skill set. Almost.
Yeah, it really is.
Okay, so let's dive into this guide.
Sure.
See what we can learn.
All right.
So they start with answering the phone,
Okay.
and they say like, hello, this is your name. It seems pretty basic.
Yeah, it sounds simple, right? But like, think about it for a second.
Okay.
You're not just like picking up the phone.
Yeah.
You're like instantly creating a connection.
Oh, I see what you mean.
You're saying hello, acknowledging the call.
Right.
You're telling them who you are and basically saying, hey, I'm ready to talk.
All in like, what, 3 words?
Exactly. It's pretty cool.
Wow. Okay, I never thought of it like that.
Yeah, there's a lot going on under the surface.
Okay, so even the simple stuff is like way more complex
Definitely.
than it seems.
Yeah.
All right, so what about making a call?
Okay, so.
This guide recommends saying, hi, this is your name.
Yeah.
May I speak to person's name?
Right.
Like pretty polite, but also gets to the point. You know,
Yes, exactly. And being direct like that is important.
how so?
Well, it shows you respect the other person's time
I see.
by being clear about why you're calling right from the start.
Right. That makes sense.
They give an example like, hi, this is Ben. May I speak to person's name? Like, you can just hear how professional that sounds.
Totally. It's funny how we use these phrases all the time,
Yeah,
but never really stop to think about why.
it's true.
Okay, so now what about those times
Oh, okay.
when the person you're trying to reach isn't available?
Yeah, that can be a tough one.
Right. Like, what do you say?
Well, they've got some strategies in this guide.
Okay.
If you want to leave a message, they suggest, yes, please, could you tell them that your name called? Just adding that, please and could you, makes it so much nicer.
Oh, yeah, totally.
It's like you're recognizing you're asking them for a favor.
Exactly.
And if you don't want to leave a message,
Yeah.
they just say a quick, no, thank you, I'll call back later.
Short and sweet.
Yeah, keeps things simple.
And I guess having those phrases ready can make you feel less nervous when you get that not available thing.
Oh, absolutely. It helps you sound calm and collected.
Right. Instead of like
Yeah.
panicking trying to figure out what to say.
Exactly.
Okay, so we've covered answering the phone,
Right.
making a call and dealing with those not available moments.
Yeah.
What's next?
Well, every call needs a good ending, right?
Yeah, for sure.
The guide gives a couple of ways to wrap things up smoothly.
Okay, cool.
The first one is that classic, thank you for your time, have a great day.
Yeah, that was always a winner.
It shows gratitude, acknowledges their time,
Yeah,
and ends on a positive note.
can't go wrong with that.
Nope.
What's the other option?
A little more informal, thanks for calling, talk to you soon, bye.
Oh, okay.
That one's more for like when you'll probably be talking again.
I see.
Both are totally fine, depends on the situation.
Right. It's like having different tools for different jobs.
Exactly.
So we've got all the pieces now. But I think it'd be helpful
Mhm.
to see how they work together in a real conversation.
Yeah, I agree.
Luckily, this guide has a sample conversation
No, perfect.
between Ben and Anna.
Okay.
It's pretty basic,
Mhm.
but it shows how a good phone call flows.
Yeah, pay attention to how they use those key phrases we've been talking about.
Okay.
It might seem simple, but that rhythm and structure
right.
make the whole conversation feel smoother and more natural.
Got it. All right, let's break it down then.
Okay.
So first the phone rings and Ben answers.
Mm-hmm.
He says, hello, this is Ben. Straight to the point.
Right to the point. And then Anna comes in with, hi, Ben, this is Anna. How are you?
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Even though Ben knows it's her,
Mm-hmm.
she still says her name.
It's a good habit, you know?
Why is that so important?
Well, think about it. What if someone else was answering his phone?
Oh,
Or there was noise in the background making it hard to hear?
Right.
By saying her name, clearly, Anna avoids any confusion.
That's true.
It's a small thing, but it shows she's thoughtful and professional.
And that sets the tone for the whole call.
Exactly.
Wow. These little details really do matter.
They really do.
Okay, so Ben says, hi, Anna. I'm good, thank you. How about you?
Keeping it friendly.
Yeah.
And moving things along.
Mm-hmm. And Anna replies, I'm doing well, thanks.
Yeah. they're kind of mirroring each other's language there.
Oh, you're right.
That actually helps create a connection.
It does.
And makes it feel more natural.
Like they're finding a rhythm together.
Exactly.
Even though it's just greetings.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Okay, so they've made that connection. What's next?
Now, Anna gets to why she called.
Okay.
She says, I was calling to ask about the meeting tomorrow. What time does it start?
Straight to business.
No time wasted.
And Ben gives her the info.
Right. He says, it starts at 10 a.m. in the main conference room.
Helpful and direct.
And Anna says, got it. Thanks for letting me know.
She's thanking him even for just that.
Yeah, even for a small thing, expressing gratitude is important.
It is.
It helps build good relationships.
Like she's keeping that respect going.
Exactly.
That they started with at the beginning.
Right.
Okay, so they've covered the main reason for the call. What happens now?
Now they start wrapping things up.
Okay.
Ben says, you're welcome.
Yeah.
And then adds, see you tomorrow, Anna. Oh, nice way to end it.
Yeah, it signals that they're done talking, but also reminds them they'll see each other soon.
Right.
And Anna says, see you tomorrow. Bye.
Yeah.
Then Ben says bye.
Simple and clean.
They got the info they needed, kept it friendly and professional,
Yeah.
and ended it gracefully.
It's like a little blueprint we can all follow.
It is, and even though it's a basic example,
Yeah.
it shows how powerful those key phrases can be.
When you use them, right?
Exactly.
But it's not just about memorizing the phrases, is it?
No, it's more about understanding the ideas behind them.
Like politeness, clarity, and respect.
Exactly. Using those as your guide.
Okay, but there's got to be more to it than just the words, right?
Oh, there's a lot more.
Like how you say them.
Exactly.
Right.
That's where things get really interesting.
Yeah, okay, so we've focused a lot on like the words we use.
Right.
But you're right, how we say them is super important too.
That's
like
true.
you know the difference between just reading something
Yeah.
and like really delivering it? Oh.
So how do we do that on the phone?
Well, think about this.
Okay.
On the phone, your voice is all you've got.
Right.
It's like your instrument. It's how you show your emotions, connect with the person, and make sure your message really gets through.
So it's not just what you say.
No.
It's how you say it.
Exactly.
What are some things to like pay attention to?
Okay, so one of the big ones is your tone of voice.
Oh, yeah.
That's like the emotion behind your words, you know?
Right.
Like a friendly, upbeat tone can like instantly make people feel comfortable.
I get it.
But if you sound flat or monotone,
Right.
it can make even the most interesting things sound boring.
It's true. Like,
Yeah.
it's like smiling with your voice almost.
Yes, exactly.
You can tell when someone's genuinely happy to talk to you.
You can.
Just by how they sound.
And on the other hand, you can also hear if someone's like bored or annoyed or not really paying attention.
Totally. All that comes through.
It does. So when you're on the phone, try to project the energy that matches what you want to say.
Right. Like if you're excited about something,
Yeah.
let it show in your voice.
Exactly.
Okay. Tone is key.
Mm-hmm.
What else?
Clarity is super important too.
Oh, yeah.
Like you got to speak clearly, enunciate your words, especially with numbers, names, any technical stuff.
Makes sense.
Because the listener can't see you. They don't have any visual cues.
Yeah.
So your voice has to do all the heavy lifting.
To make sure they understand.
Exactly. And this is even more crucial if there's like
Yeah.
background noise or a bad connection.
Totally. You really got to like over-enunciate almost.
Yeah, you do.
So they can catch every word.
Right. And clarity isn't just about speaking clearly.
Oh, okay.
It's also about organizing your thoughts
Right.
and like expressing them in a logical way.
I see what you mean.
If you're rambling all over the place,
Yeah.
it just confuses people.
Right. It's like
Yeah.
you're taking them on a messy journey instead of a clear path.
And if you're talking about something complicated, break it down into smaller chunks.
Oh, that's a good tip.
It makes it easier to understand.
Yeah, bite-sized pieces of info.
Exactly.
Okay, so tone and clarity, we've got those down. What else makes a good phone call?
Okay, so now we're getting into the more subtle stuff.
Okay.
But it's just as important.
Right.
Active listening is key.
Oh, yeah.
It's easy to get distracted on the phone,
Totally.
but really listening
Yeah.
shows the other person you care about what they're saying.
Right. Like you're engaged.
Exactly.
But it's so easy to zone out.
It is, especially when you can't see the person.
Right. Like you don't have their facial expressions
right.
or body language to keep you focused.
So how do we get better at active listening on the phone?
Yeah. Any tips?
First, try to minimize distractions.
Okay.
Put your phone on silent. Close your laptop.
Got it.
Find a quiet spot where you can just focus on the conversation.
Right. To create that space.
Yeah, and then really tune in to what they're saying.
But it's more than just like
Yeah.
not talking while they talk, right?
It's about actually absorbing their words,
Mm-hmm.
asking questions to make sure you understand,
Right.
and even summarizing what they said
Oh, I like that.
to make sure you're both on the same page.
Yeah, like you're actively participating.
Exactly. It's a back and forth, a dance almost,
I like that, a dance.
where you're both leading and following,
Oh,
making sure the conversation stays on track.
so active listening is about being present,
Yes.
engaging with the other person,
Mm-hmm.
and making sure you're both understanding each other.
Exactly.
Seems simple,
Yeah.
but I bet we could all get better at it.
We could, and here's the thing.
Yeah.
Active listening not only makes you a better communicator,
Uh-huh.
it also helps you build stronger relationships.
Oh, how so?
Well, think about it. When someone really listens to you,
Yeah,
it makes you feel valued and understood.
it does. It's like they're saying, you matter, your words matter, your thoughts matter.
Exactly. And that's a powerful feeling.
It is.
And when you actively listen,
Yeah.
you're showing respect and empathy,
Mm-hmm.
which are so important for building trust.
Right. So it's a win-win.
It is.
Okay, I'm convinced active listening it is.
Good.
So we've covered tone clarity, active listening.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah.
Well, we've talked about preparing for calls,
Right.
but what about using silence?
Silence.
Yeah.
Isn't that kind of awkward on the phone?
It can be tempting to fill every silence with words,
I know I do that.
but sometimes a pause can be more powerful.
Really? How so?
Well, silence gives you time to think,
Oh, okay.
to process what the other person said,
Right.
and come up with a more thoughtful response.
I see.
It also shows the other person
Yeah,
that you're really considering what they said,
that makes sense.
which can create a deeper connection.
So it's not about being afraid of those pauses.
No.
It's about using them strategically.
Exactly.
Huh. Interesting.
What else?
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to use humor.
Oh, yeah.
A good joke, or even just a shared laugh,
Right.
can instantly lighten the mood
Totally.
and make the conversation more enjoyable.
It's true, but humor can be tricky.
It can be, especially on the phone.
Yeah. Any tips for using it well?
The most important thing is to know your audience.
Okay.
What's funny to one person might not be funny to another.
Right.
So pay attention to their sense of humor.
Got it.
And as always, keep it respectful and appropriate.
Makes sense. So it's like
Yeah.
reading the room even when there's no room to read.
Exactly. And it's okay to laugh at yourself, too.
Oh, yeah.
A little self-deprecating humor can be good.
Like you don't take yourself too seriously.
Yeah, it can make people feel more comfortable.
I like that.
So we've got tone clarity, active listening, strategic silence,
Mm-hmm.
and a touch of humor.
Anything else?
Well, all these tips are great.
Yeah.
But the most important thing is to practice.
Oh, yeah. Practice makes perfect.
It does. The more you use these skills,
Right. The more natural they'll become.
it's like anything else you learn.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The more you do it, the better you get.
And the more confident you feel.
Exactly. And remember, phone calls are a two-way street.
Oh, right.
It's not just about you getting your message across.
That's about both people.
Yeah, it's about creating an experience together,
Mm-hmm.
a dialogue that's good for both of you.
Like that dance we talked about.
Those
Those partners contribute.
Yes. And when we think about it like that, we can turn phone calls from something we dread
Right.
into opportunities to connect and grow,
And maybe even enjoy.
maybe even enjoy.
Okay, so we've covered so much today.
We have.
From basic phrases to like all these subtle things
Yeah.
that make a phone call successful.
Mm.
But before we wrap up, I think there's one more question we need to address.
Okay, what's that?
So we talked about sounding confident and fluent,
Yeah.
but what about those times when you mess up?
Oh, yeah.
Like, what if you stumble over your words?
Or mispronounce something.
Mm.
Is it okay to acknowledge that?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Remember, everyone makes mistakes.
Yeah. Even native
We do
speakers?
it all the time.
Okay, so it's not a big deal.
Nope. The key is to handle it smoothly
Right.
and maybe even with a little humor.
So, instead of freaking out,
Yeah,
you can just say, oops, I meant to say.
exactly.
Or sorry, I'm still working on my pronunciation.
Yeah, that's perfect.
I like that it shows you're aware and willing to learn.
And it probably makes the other person feel better, too.
Oh, yeah, they're not the only ones who mess up.
Exactly. It creates a more relaxed atmosphere.
Right, because at the end of the day,
Yeah,
phone calls are about connecting with another person.
they are.
You don't have to be perfect.
No.
Just genuine.
Exactly. Be yourself.
And sometimes those little slip-ups
Yeah,
make the conversation more real.
they do. They add personality.
Yeah, so embrace those mistakes,
Mm-hmm.
laugh them off, and keep practicing.
Exactly. With time, you'll get more confidence
Yeah.
and more fluent, but never forget about that human connection.
That's what it's all about.
It is.
Okay, we've covered a lot today.
We have.
Those essential phrases, the
Mm-hmm.
little things that make a call successful.
Yeah.
But before we wrap up, I'm curious,
Yeah.
what's something you learned about phone conversations?
Hmm. That's a good question.
Yeah, maybe you didn't think about before.
You know what's really struck me is
Yeah.
how much phone conversations are like all the other ways we communicate.
Interesting. How so?
Well, we think of communication as just sharing information, right?
Right.
But it's so much more than that.
Okay.
It's about connecting, building relationships, understanding each other.
Yeah.
And those things are important on the phone, too.
That's true, even though we don't see each other.
Exactly. The core principles are the same.
So it's not just about the words, it's about being present, empathetic, genuine.
Yes. No matter how you're communicating.
Wow, it's like we've uncovered this whole other level of communication.
That's pretty cool.
So as you go about your week,
Yeah.
think about how you can bring those ideas
Right.
into your phone calls.
How can you make them more engaging, more meaningful
more enjoyable?
for both of you?
Maybe it's just a change in how you think about it,
It could be.
or a conscious effort to be more present.
Or just being okay with making mistakes.
Right, because at the end of the day,
Mm-hmm.
the important thing is to be yourself
It is let your personality shine through.
and use your voice to connect with people.
Beautifully said.
Well, I think that brings us to the end
I think so.
of our deep dive into phone conversations.
It's been fun.
It has. Thanks for guiding us through it.
My pleasure.
And to everyone listening, happy calling.
Bye.